Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and today I'm going to be talking about how you can get started if you are in a bit of a slump and you don't know how to start studying. And I am a third year dentistry student studying in Egypt. So this is how to get started with studying if you don't feel motivated and you don't feel determined enough to start. And we've all been there and we've all experienced it, honestly. It's nothing new for anyone who's been a student before. Honestly, today to get out of bed, to find the energy to get out of bed and start studying, it's been so difficult for me to do that. I don't know if anyone else has days like that where they just have to they have to use everything they have, every single part of their energy, and force themselves out of bed to start studying. When I have a plan and I know what I need to study, I'm fine. But it's just getting started when you don't even have a plan that day of what you need to study. Because it does sometimes happen. That is when it's difficult to kind of get started and get motivated to even start. Today I'm just going to be discussing a few tips that you can use that might help you to start the momentum of studying. I know it's not easy. I'm actually sat down just now. I need to start studying myself, so I did a little bit of work yesterday. I have an anesthesia exam coming up for my university. It's my final, so I'm really stressed about that, I'm not going to lie, but I hope that you get as much from this video as I do. If you're like me and you find it really hard to start chipping away at that mountain of work that you have in front of you, then look no further because this video should help you. Stay tuned until the end because I'm going to be sharing all my top tips for making a plan, getting started, and how you're just going to stay motivated throughout your exam season. And hopefully you won't be a lazy person like I have been the past week. On this channel you will see my journey to becoming a dentist and also what it's like to just be living in a different foreign country, the language, all the challenges that I face, and hopefully you can take that as a source of motivation for yourself. If you like my channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe and please like and comment and also share with your friends. Point number one on my getting your head back into your motivation energy is, number one, a lot of you might think that this is totally not important at all, especially if you're a guy. But for any females out there, I think you probably agree with me that there is one type of hairstyle that I always go for when I want to study, and that is the slick back bun, okay? And I don't know how many of you agree with me, but usually when I have my hair back when I study, it's less to fiddle with, it's less to get distracted with. I always play with my hair when I study, I always play with my hair, period. So if I have my hair scraped back, there's nothing to get distracted with. The slick back bun is the ultimate study hairstyle for two reasons. One, it's out of your face and it gets out of your way. And you can look mildly put together even if you feel like trash that day. But you shouldn't be trying to look good when you study, you should just be trying to get the work done. It is a double productivity hack. So whilst it's out your face and it is neat, tidy, it's also strengthening your hair. So what more would you want from a study hairstyle? Okay, you're welcome. Number two, make sure that you have a large beverage or some kind of beverage at your desk that will help you to stay alert and stay awake, stay focused, okay? Usually I like to have coffee. I sometimes go for just a normal, Turkish coffee. Right now, I'm drinking this stuff from Abu Auf, that's the name of it. It's really good, it's really strong, and it just does the trick. I am a chronic procrastinator, and this point is for all of you who are the same. So if I don't have a drink in front of me, when I get bored of studying, I will find an excuse to, get off my seat and leave at any point. If you have everything in front of you, you don't need to do that, okay? So that's another good reason for having a large beverage. So now that you're sat down and your hair is neat and it's out your face, you have a nice large beverage with you. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just some practical stuff to get me into study mode. The third thing that you're going to do, and this is really helpful, if you've not done this before, then I don't know how you've gotten to this stage in life. This is a brain dump, okay? So you're just going to write down everything that you need to do, every single thought that's in your head, everything that's been something maybe that you need to do, but you can't do it right now. So it's maybe distracting you and you're worried about it. As long as you have everything written down, there's no way that you can forget this, okay? So this is why lists are so important. So you're just going to write down if it's for your job, if it's for studying, if you need to get a deadline done, if you need to contact your parents about something. Put this down in a list, okay? And honestly, you will thank me later. So if I didn't use this technique, my brain would become so clogged up with all the things that I need to do, and I would just become so unfocused with everything. This is a really good hack for if you want to like instantly become more focused on what you need to do for that day. A lot of the time, it is the things that are not academic that are stopping you from actually studying and sitting down and focusing. So yeah, write down everything, okay? You'll thank me later. A brain dump is just a great holistic way of tackling it all at the one time. This is my journal, so I write everything in this, and I'm just going to write everything that I need to do. You know, I'm gonna do my brain dump in this, one sec. I feel so much better already, honestly. That has made such a world difference, just to get everything on paper, and I feel a lot less stressed. The fourth thing that you can do, you can split up your brain dump into sections that are more digestible. You can also split it into different groups as well. I have a good notes template. I've written down all my goals, YouTube, dentistry, social, dentistry, you know, all the categories of my life. I'll put my template for it in the description, but I'll basically talk through the different categories that I have on my template. So it's called like a level up template. I have finances, dentistry. I also have my YouTube. Every week or so, I kind of update it and then tick things off from that list. So it really does help if things are categorized. I have a checklist and also a due date for each thing that I have to do. I need to write somewhere as well, like how long each thing takes me, because, you know, with anesthesia, this is taking me quite a long time and I need to consistently work on it. Whereas, you know, doing like a task, that just needs to be done once and then it's done. So what I'm going to do now is just put everything that I put in this journal into my iPad. Okay, so I now have everything from this into my iPad. If I do that consistently, then I will feel as if, you know, there's less distracting me over time. If I have any kind of thought or to do, I can put it straight into my iPad. So when times get more tough, like when exams come along, everything else besides academic things are all in the same place. And as long as you consistently put all of your, you know, extracurricular tasks and things into the notes, you're going to be absolutely fine and you'll stay focused. If I have a day where I just want to focus on my YouTube, focus on my content or something like that, and I have a couple of days where I just organize my life. Does anyone else have days where they just want to, they don't necessarily want to study, but they just want to organize everything? I don't know if that's just me that has those days. I will allocate 2 days for that roughly. These are just days where you organize and get back to, you catch up with everything that's been going on. So yeah, and we have made the to-do list and made, you know, a list of all the academic things that we need to do for studying. It's now time to start studying, okay? And this is painful, I know. It's painful when you first get started and you feel so, don't want to get started. I know exactly how it feels. There's no better time than now. So the big point I would say is get hold of your curriculum for each subject. Almost again, organize and categorize all the different subjects within each subject. For anesthesia, for example, I have maxillary, mandibular, pharmacology of anesthesia. I have complications of anesthesia. These are all different subjects that I have within anesthesia. And then make sure that within each topic, you put all the lectures and all the material that you need to learn for that topic. Maybe to save yourself a little bit of energy, see if someone else already has a content map, because you don't want to be wasting time on too much organizing and not enough studying. It'll be worth it if you go through all your lectures and you just, you know, you organize everything. Once you start, you're fine. And I actually find that as soon as I start, I actually enjoy studying. Yeah. So I am the biggest planner ever, but I'm so bad when it comes to actually doing that thing. A lot of the time when I have a to-do list, I don't get through much of it because I go into a lot of detail within each thing. So you should leave time aside for finishing your plan as well. If it's Monday and you have an exam the following Monday, you should definitely try to keep the Sunday free so that you can go over everything that you've covered from Monday until Saturday in that Sunday, and you can recap over everything, and that will keep your mind fresh for the Monday. When you decide what you're doing for that day, it kind of adds structure to your day. It also takes that decision out of the equation. That is all my tips for trying to stay focused and trying to get started studying. I hope that you've all found this super useful, and if you use my technique, then please reach out to me and tell me how you got on. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, please share it with your friends. Thank you everyone, and I will see you later. Bye.